Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. Week 5 of my How to Run 5K before Easter. So we're getting there and hopefully you're feeling great and you're making really good progress. And hopefully you've started calling yourself a proper runner by now, because I know some people try and apologise and say that they're not runners, or they compare themselves to other proper runners and things like that. You're all running. If you're going out there and running for even 1 minute or 5 minutes or whatever, you're all runners. So well done to you. If you're not currently running, you haven't started yet, but you want to start running, go back to week 1, find out how to get started, and then keep going week by week, and I'll get you to 5k at some point this year. So if you have been following my advice, then we're going to build again on what you've done, and we're going to take a next step forward to running 5k. You may already even be at 5k now if you're running, if in week 1 you were maybe up to 15-20 minutes. What's that? So 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You could be around sort of 5k, because that's if you're running sort of maybe 11-minute mile pace, then that's probably around 35 minutes for a 5k. So I mean, I could be saying well done to you now. Let me know if you have run your first 5k this year, or since we've been doing this advice, then please do let me know how you've got on, because well done. It's goal, tick, fantastic. If you're not quite there yet, then use that as inspiration that actually it is doable. We've got a few more weeks to go before Easter, but you can be there just as much as anyone else can this springtime. So use that as inspiration, motivation that you can get there. If you started a little bit in that week 1 when I said run for as long as you can non-stop, and then that's your starting point to build on. If you started at maybe 1 minute, 5 minutes, something like that, then we're not going to be there yet, but that's okay, because we've got time. It's not a race. We just want to get you there around about Easter time, but some point before the summer, so you can be running all over summer and enjoying it, and enjoying the nice weather, get your vitamin D, feeling good, get your endorphins. Yeah, fantastic. So if you, where are we up to? If you were, I probably got you up to about 10 minutes of running non-stop last week. If you did 10 minutes, fantastic. We're going to build on that again. We're going to try and push it to 15 minutes by the end of the week. That's your goal. If you're around sort of, like I said, if you were doing 30 minutes, let's try and push it to 35. But adding on 5 minutes is wherever you were last week. We want to build up by 5 minutes by the end of the week, but also being consistent with those 2 to 3 sessions a week. It's obviously fine if you say you're going on holiday, or you've got a busier week, and maybe last week you did 3 weeks, you did 3 sessions, and this week you can only fit 2 in. Then that's okay if that's genuine, or if you're going on holiday and you're having a complete week off, that's okay. It's better that you started, and we can get back to it when you come back from holiday or wherever you've been. But let's just make sure you're not making excuses. Let's really try and fit those 3 runs in a week if that's what you're doing. This is what I was talking about when I said I don't want you to do 5 1 week, 3 the next, none the next, 2 whenever, whatever, like things like that. Try and be consistent, be realistic, be kind on yourself. Don't like set the bar super high and then fall short each week, because you're not going to feel good for it. No amount of endorphins can counterbalance that. So yeah, just be kind to yourself, be consistent, set realistic goals and expectations of yourself, but also let's make sure you're not making excuses. So find that time. If you're running 20 minutes non-stop, everyone can find 20 minutes in the time. Even if it's not ideal, but if you're doing it last thing before you go to bed, get it done. Or if you have to get up early in the morning, set your alarm clock earlier. As long as it's not too dark and it's safe to run and all of that, get it done. You'll feel better for doing it rather than for making excuses, missing it, and feeling like, oh, I'm never going to achieve this goal. You want to feel positive, so just get it done. Make the time, stop the excuses, and just get it done. So if you're having any issues with anything, or you just want to tell me how you're doing, or you want to tell me that you're finding it tough or you want to ask me anything, please do get in touch. But everyone is looking to build up by 5 minutes by the end of this week. Keep consistent, and I will see you next week for week 6 on how to run 5k before Easter.